Good morning and welcome to the second lecture of mobile and wireless communication. In previous lecture, we have seen a detailed syllabus of this wireless mobile and wireless communication, which is for fifth semester of Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education's Electronics and Telecommunication branch. So, in this lecture, we are going to start with first unit, that is wireless communication system. So, in this unit, we are going to see this much of portion, that is, we are going to cover about 5 points. So, before going to start with this first chapter, uh, let me introduce you some most important uh, definitions related to mobile and wireless communication. So let us understand some of the basics. So throughout this syllabus, we are going to refer some definitions which will arise again and again. So we should have to understand that definitions. So the first definition is a mobile station. Mobile station is nothing but simply your mobile handset. In technical terms or in technical language, we call your handset as a mobile station, because in wireless communication, each and every device is capable of transmit and receive the wireless signals. That's why we are going to call this as a station. Okay, what is station? Station is a broad term. Station is a broad term. So station consists of transmitter, receiver, antenna, power supply unit. So all these things collectively called as a station. So what is mobile station? Our cellular handset, our cellular mobile handset is called as a mobile station. So mobile equipment is a part of mobile station. Simply you can say that this is a part of mobile station. Then subscriber identity model. So what is subscriber identity model? It is a smart card. You can see here, this is a SIM. Uh, these are the three different types of SIM. So this is a regular SIM, this is a micro SIM, and this is a nano SIM. So in today's or in nowadays, all the latest mobiles that are going to support nano SIM, because of it is very less in size and it can save space. So other things are also there, but for the sake of this time, we are going to consider only the size. So what is actually SIM card? SIM card is nothing but it is a smart card. So what is actually known as a smart card? Smart card is nothing but it can store a data, and it can process also a data. So it is a smart card. So what is the function of SIM card? It gives you a particular identity. It gives you a particular identity. It stores some secret and important information. So in future topics, we are going to see what are the different types of secret informations. Also, it stores algorithms. It stores algorithm, and also it stores data. What is data? Data is nothing but a list of contact numbers or short message services, SMS or messages. So once again, what is subscriber identity model? It is a smart card which stores a secret and important information about a user. First thing, secret and important information about the user. Second, it stores some important algorithms. It stores some important algorithms, and that's why it gives third. That's why it gives a unique identity to a particular user. Unique identity to particular user, and last, it can store a data. Data may be contact numbers, means name and corresponding contact details, and also it can store messages. Then the next term is base station. So what is a base? We have seen mobile station. In the same way, it is also a station, means it consists of transmitter, it consists of receiver, it consists of power supply unit, it consists of antenna and all other things. Okay, so we will see mobile station and base station in details, but now consider this as it is also a station, means it can have same elements that are having in mobile station. But okay, so what is the difference between mobile station and base station? So base station is having a larger capability, means it is having larger transmission power, it is having more capacity, but mobile station is having only a limited transmission power and limited capacity. Okay, so this is sufficient. Okay, then base transceiver station, this is also this is a part of base station. Then mobile switching. Okay, so this BTS, this MSC, sorry, this is not a part of base station. Okay, so this BTS, this MSC, means whatever the structure you are going to see here. Okay, so we will study it in details in future lectures. Okay, so next thing is channels. So what is channel? Channel is nothing but simply it's a radio frequency. Means we know that in wireless communication. Okay, so you are studying this 5th semester subject. So before that you have already studied analog communication, digital communication, and I consider that you all know about the channels. So again I am defining here what is channel. Channel is simply a radio frequency. It's simply a radio frequency which is used for transmission or reception of signal. Signal may be your voice signal, signal may be your text messages, signal may be your internet data connection, whatever. So what is channel? Channel is nothing but simply it's a radio frequency. So before going to understand control channel and control channel, that is a forward control, reverse control, voice channel. Okay, so before going to study that, we should know about the transmission modes of wireless communication. So what are the transmission modes? So we are generally having two types of transmission modes: simplex and duplex. So what is simplex? The communication. Okay, let me show you with the help of diagram. Okay. So what is simplex transmission mode? In simplex transmission mode, only sender can send a signal to receiver, or sender can able to send signal to the receiver. So this is the simplex. What is the best example of simplex transmission mode? That is nothing but radios. Radios means AM radio, FM radio. So in radios, only receiver, means we consider receiver or you as a receiver. So only you are able to receive a signal from a transmission station. So you are not able to transmit your signal, only you are going to receive a signal. So best example is nothing but, best example of simplex transmission is nothing but a radio. that is AM and FM radio. So second type is duplex. So what is simplex? In simplex, only one way communication is possible. Means one direction communication is possible. In duplex, two-way communication is possible. Means both side communication is possible. Again, duplex is having two types, that is a full duplex and half duplex. So first we are going to see half duplex. Means here sender can be able to send a signal. Look at the direction, means signal can be goes from sender through this channel to the receiver. And again, receiver can be able to send a signal to sender. So this is the duplex, means here the communication is in both ways, transmitter to receiver and again receiver to transmission. But what is the thing, that the communication is not simultaneous, means only at a single time only sender can send a message from sender to receiver, or either receiver can send message from receiver to sender, means not simultaneously. But in half duplex, sender can send signal to receiver, also receiver can send signal to sender simultaneously, means there is no any time restriction. But in half duplex there is a time restriction. So this is nothing but simplex, full duplex and half duplex transmission modes. So channels are also of two types, that is forward channel or reverse channels. So channels are of two types, that is a forward channel or reverse channel according to their directions. Means let us look at. Okay, so you can see that or in this diagram you can see that this is the nothing but hub of antennas. A lot of antennas are there. So you can call this as a base station. You can call this as a base station, and here is your mobile handset, and in technical terms you can call this as a mobile station. So whenever you are going to receive a signal, means whenever you are going to receive a signal, the signal should be from base station to your mobile station. And whenever you are going to transmit your signal, the signal goes from your mobile station to base station. So the signal which coming from base station is known as a forward channel signal, and the signal which goes from your mobile station to base station is known as a reverse channel. So this is a very important things. A lot of times students are going to confuse between forward and reverse channel. So whatever may be the way, but you have to firmly you have to able to define the difference between forward and reverse channel. Do not get confused while defining forward and reverse channel. So what is forward channel? Signal goes from base station to mobile station. What is the reverse channel? Signal goes from mobile station to base station. So this is nothing but channels, types of channels according to the direction. Again, we are going to see types of channels according to their function. So what is the function of channel? So whenever you are going, suppose you are going to talk with someone from your mobile. So in this case, whenever you are going to listen, okay, other party's voice, then that voice is on forward channel. And whenever you are going to transmit your voice, that voice may be transmitted over a reverse channel. Okay, so we know that we are going to transmit our voice, or you can going to receive voice of another person. So in this case, what is the function of radio channel? Radio channels are used to carry your voice. Okay, but even you are able to voice, you are able to listen your voice, but there are thousands of operations that are continuously running simultaneously with your voice. Means there are a lot of things, there are a lot of calculations that are simultaneously running with your conversation. So why these calculations are necessary? You may be able to understand it in future lectures, but now just understand or just keep in mind that whenever you are going to talk with another person, already there are a lot of calculations that are simultaneously running behind your structure. So these calculations are for controlling purpose. Means radio channels carry both signals, means signal of your voice and signal that are required to control your voice. Okay, so the radio channels which carry actually your voice, these are known as a traffic channels. These are known as a traffic channels. And the radio signals which are used to carry control information, they are known as a control channels. So uh, I think you understood the difference between traffic channel and control channel. So what are control channel? Control channels, they are used to carry control information. So we will see in details what is call setup, call request, call initiation and other control signals. Okay, so the radio channels which are used to carry control information are called as a control channel, and the radio channels which are used to carry voice signals, they are known as a traffic channels. So here they have mentioned it as a voice channel, but they are also called as a traffic channels. Then handoff. So better we are not going to study handoff at this stage, because whenever we are going to study the structure of cellular network, then we will better understand the term handoff. Then roaming, that will also will cover after the study of this cellular infrastructure. Okay, so I think this much. These are the some most important terms in the wireless communication, or you can say in the mobile telephone.